What's going on everyone? Welcome back to another video. My name is of course Paul, and yes, it's Tech Saturday, and I thought what better way to do a Tech Saturday video than with a revisit video. So why don't we take a look at the iPhone 7 Plus 10 months on. So without further ado, let's get started. So kicking things off, let's get things straight away, this is running iOS 11 right now. Yes, it's running the public beta, and it's public beta 2. It's still a bit laggy, there's still a few things need to be ironed out, but as time progresses we will get there. Now let's go on to the battery life first. Before we go anywhere, let's go to battery life. Now I am a heavy user, as most of you know. If you've watched my videos before, you'll know just how much I use my phone. I'm on it every single day. Messages, WhatsApp messages, comments on videos, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all day long basically, and I can get through about 75% of my day with the iPhone 7 Plus before it dies on me. Now I do have to charge this twice every day. There's no getting around it. I have to charge this twice a day. Once, obviously when I take it off the charger first thing in the morning, and once around, I'd say 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I need to put it back on charge again to get a little tiny bit more battery life out of it, to get me through the rest of the night before I put it on charge for the night. Now some may say that's a bad thing. To me personally, because I'm constantly on it, I'd say it's not that bad, to be honest. I think if I wasn't a heavy user, I don't think I'd have any issues with the iPhone 7 Plus. I think it would get me through the day. But obviously, because I didn't think that there was an issue with the iPhone 7 Plus battery, they never bought out the battery case like they did for the 7. This is brand new, by the way, I haven't used this. So battery life is a major win for me on this. Even though I do have to charge it, it's still a major win. It still gets me through more of the day than the Galaxy S8 would. So that is a major win for me. Now people are going to say, Paul, you're being biased because you're an Apple fanboy. And no, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. There is some things about this phone that I don't like, but I keep going back to it. And that's the main thing about it. Now, my wife was picking up, well, choosing our upgrade about a week ago. And a question to me was, you know, because it's me, what should I go for? So my answer to her, well, my reply to her was, if you're not heavily invested in Apple products for a starter. She had an iPhone 6s. I said, you're not heavily invested in it. You don't have an Apple Watch, you don't have an iPad, you don't have a MacBook. We've got Apple TV in the house, but you can connect it via this, or you can just connect your S8 to the Chromecast. So then her answer was, well, what do I go for? I'll either have a play with the S8, I'll either have a play with the iPhone 7 Plus. And she came to the conclusion that she was going to go for the Galaxy S8. Now so far she's enjoying the Galaxy S8, and I'm enjoying my Galaxy S8. But I still revert back to the 7 Plus, and that's the difference, because I'm heavily invested in Apple products. I've got the MacBook, I've got the iPad, I've got the Apple TV, I've got the Apple Watch. I'm kind of heavily invested in Apple at the minute, and when everything seamlessly integrates to each different one, you know, it's kind of a big win for me in a way, because I'm able to airdrop things from the MacBook to my phone, from the phone to my MacBook, play things on Apple TV, play things on through the Chromecast with this as well, as you got the Chromecast app for this. You know, there's different things, there's different sides to each one, which will come in handy, and believe me, I always revert back to the Plus no matter what. I just can't seem to get away from it, and the fact that it's the jet black model, the fingerprint model, but I do have a case. It's always in a case, apart from when I'm away in Orlando, and this is my only device I carry, because my other one doesn't work over there, so I don't tend to bring it out. I just leave it in the hotel, connect it to Wi-Fi, and pick up everything when I get back to the hotel. Let's move on to camera. The camera on this is absolutely spot on, and I think better than the S8. And there's one major reason why I believe it's better than the S8, is the dual camera system on the top. The telephoto and the ordinary. But however, even having said that, and I said this last week in the S8 video, the camera seems very zoomed in on the S8 compared to the 7 Plus. This seems a little bit wider at the beginning before you zoom in. So I love this camera, I absolutely adore it. I took a lot of pictures in Orlando with the 7 Plus, and I zoomed right in up to the dragon on top of Gringotts Bank, and it was absolutely phenomenal. You could see so much detail still in the photo. It wasn't fully zoomed in, it was about 8 times, but still lots of the quality in the photo still stayed. But I know if you go to 10 it does start to distort and look a bit blurry and stuff, but that's to be expected, you know, it is a phone after all, it's not a DSLR. But the camera on this is an absolute win. Now screen quality, if we move on to screen quality, now I love the screen on this, even though it's not Quad HD or nothing like that, it's not a super AMOLED panel, you know, it doesn't matter to me. This is still a nice screen to use, you know, it's still very fluid, even though it's 60 Hz, it's still very fluid. I know in the new iPad Pros they put out the 120 Hz processor underneath the screen, which just makes things like butter, but you're not going to notice it when you're using just the iPhone 7 or the 7 Plus. It's still going to work exactly the way it should. So my overall opinion on like a revisit video is the fact that this is my go-to device, this is my daily driver, this is everything that I want in a phone. There's only a few things missing from this that keeps me going back to the Android side. If they incorporated something into this which I could use from Android, then I'd be mainly on this device permanently. I wouldn't touch another Android device. However, there's a lot on Android that I still use, and that's why I keep going back to it. But for me, the iPhone 7 Plus is my daily and will remain my daily. But talking about upgrades, now upgrade side of things, you know, the iPhone 7s Plus will be coming out, and the iPhone 8 or edition, whatever they're going to call it. I won't be picking one up. I won't be picking the 7s up. I may pick a 7s normal small model that goes in that battery case, but I will not be picking up a 7s Plus or an 8 or an edition. And there's one major reason for that: price. Because I know for a fact now the price on these is going to rise dramatically, just like they did with the MacBook Pro. You know, it went from £1,700, which is what I paid for mine, right up to £2,400. Now, there's no way in hell I'm paying £2,400 for a MacBook Pro when I've got a perfectly good one sat right here doing exactly what I needed to do right now. You know, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to jump into another MacBook. So this is doing exactly what I wanted to do right now. The jet black model that I've got here is still staying strong. It's only a few months old right now though, it's not that old, I haven't had it that long. It was an upgrade on my contract and I thought, well, I'm not going to wait, I'm going to end up paying £70–80 on a contract if I got the new one. So I'm paying less now and I've got the jet black. This is the 128 gig model and it does me perfectly. And maybe it's going to make your mind up whether you're going to pick one of these up or you're going to wait and get the S, or whether you're going to jump and get the S8, or maybe the Pixel 2. But guys, I'm going to end today's video here. I hope you enjoyed it. Smash that like button for me, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care everyone, see you all later.